be an exciting time in the city of New Orleans, and we want you to be a part of it. If you have a book, an event, or a business that you would like to promote right here on Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions, contact us at www.mtwimagesolutions.com or info@mtwimagesolutions.com. See you there.
Hi, I'm State Representative Rodney Lyons from District 87, and you're tuned into Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions.
This program does not reflect the views and opinions of
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M Lawson, and I am back with a new episode of Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions. I hope you guys have had an awesome weekend. I know I did. In fact, I've had like an awesome couple of weeks. Started off last week when I went to Houston for the National Black Book Festival. Then I went to Atlanta, and I supported my daughter who was competing for the Miss Phi Beta Sigma pageant. Shouts out to Miss Congeniality. And then I came back home, and then I went to the Crescent City Trade Exchange pop-up, which was basically a whole Christmas in November shopping event. It was really good, really great networking. So many local businesses right under one roof, and just getting to know each other and figuring out ways where we can support each other, which that should be what it's all about. So I'm really happy to have been a part of that event. And I hope to have many of those entrepreneurs on the show in the next few weeks. In fact, I talked to some people and they have some stories that you all need to hear. But speaking of stories, I want to introduce you to a wonderful young lady named Ella Goldsmith, who's written a really great, it's a historical fiction, but it's based on real life. It's all about her family. And I'm just going to stop right there because I want to give her a chance to tell you all about it. So, Ella, are you there?
I am here.
Awesome,
Hi. Hi,
awesome.
everyone.
So,
Yes.
tell us about your book, because when I was reading it, I was like, wow.
Yes. Yes. Mississippi Shines is a book about my great grandmother, Matilda Weatherly Shines. She was a slave, and she ended up marrying her slave master's son.
Mm.
Yes.
So
So the
that
book I
that
feel is
was
very
already kind
timely.
of taboo.
Yes, it was definitely taboo back then. Actually, they weren't able to legally get married, so they had to secretly get married because marriage was not allowed between races back then.
Right, of course.
So they secretly got married. But yeah, I mean, the book is very timely, I feel, right now because Harriet just came out, and my story is very similar. My great grandmother's story is very, very similar to the movie Harriet and what things that happened during her time. And so I did a lot of research on history during that time, during slavery, and was able to incorporate a lot of that into my book.
Okay, so when you mention the similarities between your great grandmother and Harriet, what are some of the similarities that we're looking at?
Okay, my great grandmother also ran away, from slavery. She left her and her husband. They had to leave because her father ended up, his father, sorry, ended up shooting him in the leg because he married a black woman. He ran away with a black woman. So
Mm.
his father actually shot him in the leg. And, a lot of the things that happened to the slaves back then was the same things in the movie that you could parallel it to.
Wow, wow. So I'm
Yeah,
sure. Have you gone to see Harriet yet?
I did. I saw it last night, and it was very riveting, very awesome movie.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I know there's a lot of backlash against the movie because of some different perceptions of the movie, but I mean I did think that the movie was well done, and I guess I went into it with an open mind, knowing that it's not a documentary; it's a movie based on Harriet Tubman.
Right.
Yes. Now with your story, you said it's historical fiction. So did you maybe take some liberties with the story yourself as you were writing the book?
I'm sorry, did I do what?
Did you take some liberties with the story because you said the book is historical fiction, even though it's based on your great
Yes,
grandmother?
yes, yes, definitely. I read a lot of the slave narratives because I had to fill in the blanks because the gist of the basis of the story is true, but then I had to fill in the blanks to have a storyline. So I did do some research on the slave narratives and read the things that they endured during that time, and I was able to incorporate those scenarios in the book.
So what was that like? I mean, reading all those slave narratives and actually putting yourself in that time frame. Did that affect
Hmm.
you in any way?
Yes, most definitely. I mean, I was really shocked to even find out that my great grandmother married a slave master's son. So, that in itself, and then the way that the slaves were treated, it was very shocking to me. Some of the things that they endured. They were placed in steam houses, where they would steam the meat. I mean, smoke the meat. They would place some of the slaves in those smoke houses, and just a lot of different things they would do to the slaves. Um, One of the slaves ended up, they took her child away from her, so she ended up just walking into the river and committing suicide. So
Mm,
different things like that. The slaves were just really treated really horribly back then. But there were also good people that helped the slaves, just as they show in the movie Harriet. There were some good white people that did help them out so that they could escape slavery. So,
absolutely.
there's good and bad in everything. So,
So, as you were watching the movie Harriet, did you kind of get transported back to your story? Did you see some things that maybe you wish you had added?
um, no, the book is very riveting. It's true. I mean, I think all of us can relate to it because it's things that sometimes, it's kind of current. Some of the things happening today with racism is still going on, 400 years later, still
Yes,
happening. So it's really sad, but, it's reality, unfortunately.
absolutely. Now, how did your how did your family respond? Did you get any feedback from family members who read the story?
Yes, my family really loves it and very supportive of the book. Everybody that's read it, that's in my family, really liked the storyline. They really did. So,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
I've gotten good feedback from my family. The
wonderful.
book is a good read. It's a simple read. It's only 100 pages. You could read it in one day. You probably will want to finish it because it's a very good page turner, and you'll probably want to finish it in one day. It's a
Oh,
little over 100 pages.
oh wow! So only 100 pages. You're right. So that is a pretty quick read.
Yeah, it's 148 pages actually.
Did
And
you
in the back of the book, I have a picture of my great grandmother and her husband. He was Irish.
okay? Did you purposely decide to make it a shorter book? Because I know that a lot of people are actually with a lot of fiction stories these days. Back when I first started writing, everybody wanted to have the 300-page book, but with people getting
Hmm.
so busy and doing so many things, that people who still want to read are looking for shorter books. Did you Was that kind of
Yes,
your thought process?
yes, that was definitely on my mind. Also, I wanted it to be in ebook format and audio format. So it is available in audio and ebook
Oh
format.
wow, I love a
Yes.
good audiobook now.
Yes, I found this lady. She has a really strong Southern accent. I wanted someone with a strong Southern accent to do the book, to do the audio book, and I was able to find her, Brenda Brown. She did a great job.
Okay, well that's good. So now, where can we find the audiobook?
The audiobook, all of the books are available on Amazon.
Okay, wonderful. Well,
Yes.
congratulations on that. Not everybody gets to say that they have an audiobook. So I love the fact that you have an audiobook, and what it does is actually open your story to a whole different set of readers, the people who just don't want to sit down and actually digest the whole book.
Exactly. If you've got a Kindle reader, you can just read it on Kindle.
Wonderful.
You can listen to it on Kindle. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, we're going
Or
to
on
take
your cell phone.
I'm sorry?
Or on your cell phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I keep my cell phone everywhere. But we're going to take a quick break. And when we get back, I would love to talk with you a little bit more about your writing process as you got into this book. So just stay right there, and I want you guys to stay right there. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're going to take a quick break, but while we're gone, what I want you to do is I want you to share this video, share this show, because there are other people who need to hear this story. I know you know somebody who's an avid reader, and they may want to hear this so they can go out and buy this really gripping book. So you guys stay right there. But like I said, while I'm gone, I want you to like, I want you to share, and I also want you to go over to YouTube and subscribe. Let's help make this show grow. So we'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere. Show. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M Lawson, and I'm coming back at you with the new year of Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions. And this year, we're moving to Monday night with brand new exciting guests and engaging literary conversation. And we want our listening audience to be there with us, because this is going to be a year you will not forget. Catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m., right here on the New Orleans Talk Network. And you can also reach us on the Meet the World Image Solutions Facebook page, the Meet the World Image Solutions YouTube page, and we're on Podbean, iTunes, and Google Play. So catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. See you there. The year 2019 is going to be an exciting time in the city of New Orleans, and we want you to be a part of it. If you have a book, an event, or a business that you would like to promote right here on Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions, contact us at www.mtwimagesolutions.com or info@mtwimagesolutions.com. See you there. And we're back. This is your girl, Dr. Rhonda M Lawson, and I am sitting here speaking with Miss Ella Goldsmith, who is the author of a very gripping historical fiction novel. And we were just talking about it. It's based on her great-grandmother, who actually married her slave master's son, and which was very, of course, taboo back in those days. But they were actually able to survive. So can you tell us a little bit more about this story? How were they able to survive? Because what that actually was a crime back then, and either of them could have been killed back then. But
yes. Yes, well,
what did they do?
my great-grandmother was a mulatto, so she could pass. She probably did pass for white back then, because, you know, the dangers that she faced. So she may have actually passed for white back then. So I'm not saying that, you know, it's okay, but it's just reality. It's probably what happened.
Absolutely. I know. I tell people a lot that our history isn't always beautiful. You know, there's the good, the bad, the ugly. You know, but it's our history. We have to embrace our history.
Exactly. And I found out, you know, I started out with just researching my family on Ancestry.com, and then talked to other family members. I have an uncle that's 90 years old, and he was able to tell me a lot of information about my family as well.
Okay, so you actually had to do some interviews. So this wasn't just reading.
Right, absolutely. It was interviewing family members, talking to them, trying to, you know, piece together information. While I was writing the book, I didn't have a picture of my great-grandmother, and I always wanted one, and I prayed and asked God to some kind of way, you know, help me to get a picture of her. And I found out a cousin in Chicago actually had a picture of her, and I begged her for a year almost to send it to me. And she eventually did send it to me, so I was able to put it in the book, the picture.
Wow. Okay, so was that eye opening? I mean, was that the first time you'd actually been able to see a picture?
Yes, that was the first time I was able to see a picture of her.
So how did that feel? What went through your mind?
Oh gosh, I was just like thinking, the picture is dated. She probably took it probably in the early 1900s, and it's a picture of her as an adult, and I can just see the on her face. She's not smiling. I can just see the things that she probably went through in her
Mm.
life, the things she endured.
Do you think this entire process changed you in any way?
Um, it changed me in a way that I feel proud. I feel I'm happy that I was able to trace my family history. Also, trace my family history on my father's side as well. I'm sorry, on my mother's side as well. So I was able to find my great grandmother on my mother's side. And similar story. She was hiding from the slave master. She was hiding in a briar patch. This is what my one of my family members told me, and that her her husband, who was white, ended up marrying her as well.
Mm.
So he was uh, probably 15, 20 years her senior. She was a teenager when they met, but then he waited till she became an adult before they had children.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah, so
that's a
it's
that's a lot.
I was, during the research, I was able to find a lot of things about my ancestors. The ancestor on my mother's side, he was white, and I found out that his family, all the way, they went all the way back to the year 777, and I was
Wow.
able to find that they owned castles in England and in London. I'm sorry, in England and in Ireland.
Wow.
So yeah, I feel like they stole our African heritage, but we inherited their heritage. If you understand what I mean, we
Absolutely.
inherited their heritage because they mixed with the blacks, and we were able to inherit their heritage
So
as well as our own heritage.
I just don't see going into a project like this and coming out the same. I mean, to be because
Yeah.
I'm quite sure that there were some times when you were writing when you felt that your grandparents were sitting right there with you at the time.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Um, I think if they were here right now, they would probably be proud that I was able to write about them and their heritage and their ancestry.
But now I do have to ask you though. You mentioned that the story is historical fiction, though. Um, why did you decide to just to do his fiction instead of maybe a straight historical nonfiction?
Well, because I had to add fill in the blanks, so to speak, of what happened. I have the gist of the story, but then I have to fill in the blanks of what happened in between the time they were from a child all the way up to an adulthood, all the way up to adults, what the slaves endured, what the slaves went through. I
Right.
had to fill in those blanks because I didn't have all of that information. But history does. So I was able to complete it reading history and reading the things that happened to the slaves back then.
Amazing. Now, are you working on anything new?
I am working on a three-part book called Illinois First, which is about my other great grandmother I was telling you about. So that's going to be a
Oh,
trilogy. I've got the first two already done. They're available on Amazon as well. And the third one will be ready at the end of February.
so is Amazon the only place where we can find your books?
Yes, right now Amazon is the only place you can find my books.
Okay, then we need to get out there. And not only that, we need to get you some. We need to get you some reviews. So more people can know
Absolutely.
about this story.
Right, right. I think we all should research our past and see, there's interesting stories. Everyone has a story, and there's interesting stories out there, and it's easy to research your past. You just have to go on Ancestry or Family Search, which is a free website, familysearch.org. You can do your family research. You don't have to pay, and you start with your grandparents, and then you go to your great-grandparents, and you just keep going back. Since this is every 10 years, you could keep going back. And I've been doing it for 15 years now. And I do my friends as well. I do their research for them. So it's so interesting to me. I spend hours doing research on family history.
That's awesome. I mean, I know some people say they hate research, but when you're researching something that's so close to your heart, it's it's like you just can't stop digesting it. You just want it to keep coming.
Right. Right. It's so personal, and it's meaningful to you. So it may not be meaningful to other people, but it's meaningful to you and your family. So your family is something you can leave as a legacy for your family.
Absolutely. Now,
Hmm.
that's last question. But when you first started writing this, was this something that you thought would just be for your family, and did it evolve into something more?
Yes, it evolved into something more. When I first started writing it, I just felt like I just needed to get it in writing. I just needed to preserve the history of my family. And so
Absolutely.
once I got it in writing and preserved it, then I was able to share it with my family and others as well, because it's a story about history. It's our history.
Absolutely. And it'll be something that everybody treasures because it's personal to you.
Right. And everybody can relate to it.
So, how long have you been writing?
I've been writing since 2003.
Yeah, I know it's
Yeah.
been a while. So you started writing around the same
Yeah.
time I started writing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I
my first.
released my first book in 2003.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my first book is called Why Buy the Cow. It's a book about, you know, uh, being in casual relationships with no commitment,
Mm.
basically what that's about. Kind of a self-help type book.
Oh, that sounds heavy. I need to read
Yeah,
that.
it's pretty heavy.
Okay, so how many books have you written in total?
Total 4 books so far.
Okay, but that's not including the three-part series that you have coming out.
Right. Well, actually, there's 5 books then, because the 3-part series, and then Mississippi Shines and Why Buy the Cow. That's 5 books right now.
Hey, you can't be
So
forgetting your babies now.
you're right. You're so right. I forget about that. I forget about that first one, Why Buy the Cow, because I took like a 12-year hiatus from writing. I didn't write anything. I didn't publish, I should say. I was writing all the time, but I didn't publish anything for like 12 years. And this year, I've been able to publish 4 books this year
Wow,
alone.
four
So
books in
yeah,
1 year. That's amazing.
yeah,
So
yeah. I
it's
got
like
the
you're not
writer's
doing
bug,
anything
so I'm
but
gonna keep
writing.
it
Just
going.
write, 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 write.
That's right.
so so it sounds like you're a full time writer.
I am actually a nurse full time.
Oh wow. So
Yeah, I'm a nurse full time. I would love to be a writer full time, but right now it's not happening. It's not right. It's not happening right now. So hopefully, prayerfully, it will.
I'll be praying for you too. Then I mean, because I mean that's amazing that you've been able to publish that many books in 1 year and you still have a full time job. So what is your advice to somebody who may be trying to do that same thing?
Just whenever you have spare time, just write. That's what I do. I just write. On the weekends I write. I may spend the whole day writing or something like that on the weekends. In the evenings I write. It's just whenever you have free time, just write. If you wake up in the middle of the night, just write.
I hear
I make,
you.
I do an outline. I start out with an outline of what I'm gonna write about, and then I just start writing chapter by chapter. Uh,
And write it until you get it done. Do you have a goal as to how many pages you're going to write per night?
Not really, not really. I just write until I get writer's block. I don't
I
really
hear
have a
you.
goal.
Well, I want to thank you for joining us tonight. I really enjoyed our interview, Ella, and I wish you all the success in the world. Make sure you guys
Thank
go
you.
out and check out this book. Now tell us where we can find you, Ella.
Again, it's on Amazon.com,
Hmm.
and you can just search for the title Mississippi Shines, or you can search for my name, Ella Shines Goldsmith.
Okay.
I'm also available on Facebook at author Ella Shines Goldsmith, Instagram, author Ella Shines Goldsmith, and my email address is ellagoldsmith59@gmail.com.
Wonderful. Well, once again, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I really enjoyed it. Hopefully, we can all get out there and purchase a copy of Mississippi Shines and read this really amazing tale. Because I know it's amazing to me because that took a lot of bravery back in those days.
Yes, yes.
All right,
Absolutely.
so we're gonna let you go. So once again, thank you, and we're going to be right back. And when we get back, we're gonna make it glitter up in here. We have some jewelry, handmade jewelry made right here in New Orleans, and we're going to meet one of the owners. And you guys need to stay and check this out. So when we get back, you're going to meet Gems by Jericho. We'll be right back.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Thank you. It's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M Lawson, and I'm coming back at you with the new year of Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions. And this year, we're moving to Monday night with brand new exciting guests and engaging literary conversation. And we want our listening audience to be there with us because this is going to be a year you will not forget. Catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m., right here on the New Orleans Talk Network. And you can also reach us on the Meet the World Image Solutions Facebook page, the Meet the World Image Solutions YouTube page, and we're on Podbean, iTunes, and Google Play. So catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. See you there. The year 2019 is going to be an exciting time in the city of New Orleans, and we want you to be a part of it. If you have a book, an event, or a business that you would like to promote right here on Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions, contact us at www.mtwimagesolutions.com or info@mtwimagesolutions.com. See you there.
Hi, I'm State Representative Rodney Lyons from District 87, and you're tuned into Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions.
Now New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device or listen at www.neworleanstalknetwork.com.
This program does not reflect the views and opinions of the New Orleans Talk Network. Viewer discretion is advised.
The year 2019 is going to be an exciting time in the city of New Orleans, and we want you to be a part of it. If you have a book, an event, or a business that you would like to promote right here on Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions, contact us at www.mtwimagesolutions.com or info@mtwimagesolutions.com. See you there.
Hi, I'm State Representative Rodney Lyons.
And we're back. This is your girl, Dr. Rhonda M Lawson, and I am sitting here with Gems by Jericho. I gotta give it up.
Give it up. How y'all good? How you doing? Well.
All right. So now, before we jump into these beautiful bracelets right here, why don't you tell us a little something about yourself?
All right. My name is Rodney Clark. I am one of 3 owners of Gems by Jericho. We're all born and raised right here, great city of NOLA. All right, New Orleans. Go
Yes. Go Saints. Go.
Go on. Look, go on.
Go Pels.
There you go.
I mean, who else? Go Tulane. Go Green Wave.
There you go. There you go. I started in jewelry, I want to say, about 2 years ago. The same time that this business started is when I started making jewelry. I have no previous knowledge as far as that. We're
What
basically.
made you get into jewelry?
Well, I always wanted a business. Growing up, people would always tell me you're gonna own a business someday, and as a child, you don't believe that. I'm like, okay, y'all say that, whatever. But at my current job where I work, one day the manager just made me so angry, and I was making like record profit. I'm making sales for them. I'm upping their numbers. And when they just made me upset, I'm like, well, why am I making this money for you? So that day, I took the advice that I was going to be starting a business. So I reached out to people, and I had a friend. She made jewelry.
Okay.
So I was like, that jewelry you make, we can sell that. She was like, you think so? I said, heck yeah. I'm like, we can market it, do everything. So she got it started. She taught me, and it was like, it was 4 of us. So I said, we got to bring the other 2 in. So 4 best friends got together, and Gems by Jericho was born.
Nice. Now, where'd you get the name?
Jericho was actually a pet, her pet. Oh. And when she said the name, I was like, it has a nice ring to it. Gems by Jericho. All right, Gems by Jericho. But when I thought of it, we're 3 of us were more religious. So I was like, Jericho. I said, the walls of Jericho, they came down. So people would ask me, how do you compare the 2? I said, well, we're breaking down the walls that people say we couldn't climb. As far as we're breaking down generational poverty, let's make it generational wealth. Things they say we have bad credit, let's have good credit. Not an apartment, let's own a home. Let's do all these things they said we couldn't do. So Jericho, the fact that the pet's name was Jericho, I was like, that just flows so well. Let's just keep going with that.
Nice. Now let's jump into this jewelry. What do we have here?
All right, these are simple charm bracelets. Now this is not the best of the best, but doesn't it still just catch your eye? I just wanted to show you how something so simple could catch your eye. So imagine if this caught your eye.
Right.
What if we just really went all out? What it would look like?
Yeah. See. Okay. So they're close.
Come on.
Doing a little close up. I see you.
Just a little close up. There you go.
There we go. Look at that. There you
go. Now, what she has this is just rose gold, acrylic bead, no power, nothing else. But we actually specialize in using semi-precious stones. So the one you have here is a cat's eye. Now, cat's eye, every stone at its core essence absorbs negative energy. And cat's eye is very good for that. And we just gave you the Hamsa hand, which in any language, any religion, translates to the hand of God. So it's a hand of protection. Okay. So we just thought that was so cool. And then it's glitter, and then we give you a little hoop here. So if you want to add an extra charm to it, something else to it.
Nice.
There you go. You can add something to that.
Okay. Now, see, I like the bigger stones like this one, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Take it off. That's right. That's right. Now, that was inspired. One of our stockists was the Steamboat Natchez.
Okay.
So we were in their gift shop. So they asked us to create nautical pieces. So when I went shopping, I saw that. Doesn't that remind you of the ocean?
Yes.
Gives you a cool breeze. So,
the water, the starfish.
Right. So So I just added. So anything nautical. So I gave that and made that for them.
Okay. Now what? Hold on. Back up. Because you just said that you were able to get your jewelry into the gift shop at the Steamboat Natchez.
That is correct.
Okay.
What I've learned in this business is you work every connection you have.
Absolutely.
Everybody you know. Don't be ashamed to say it, people. I am a witness to that. I am very shy, though people may think I'm just this outspoken guy. Of course, you see me doing a talk show right now. but I'm really not. So I learned to network. Just for example, when we were at the event, getting up, walking around, that's not my norm. But that entrepreneur, I guess you can say, takes over.
You have to get out there and meet people. I have to
get up because otherwise I wouldn't be here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So I was able to get up, walk around, talk. So that was one of the things. I was like, we were actually all waiters on the Natchez.
Okay.
So when we started making the jewelry, I was like, I want it in the gift shop. And they were like, really? I'm serious. I want it in the gift shop. So speak those things that you want. And we sat and we talked with the lady that runs the gift shop. And she said, cool. So she bought it straight out. And every time she's trying to get in touch with us, she unfortunately recently took sick. So she's not there as much. But she's always in great spirits. You would never know.
Right.
So anytime we can get in touch with her, we hurry up and try to stock her up and make sure she still has product in the store. So and they're creating a new boat called the City of New Orleans.
Yes.
And we quit the boat, I want to say, maybe 2-3 years ago. They recently reached out to us and say, hey, we're doing a special event. Would you guys come and be waiters for one night. I said, sure. Can I talk to the person in charge of the gift shop? I'll come.
There you go.
So, like,
work those connections.
Exactly,
work those connections.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So, I know it's like asking you to choose your favorite baby, but which is your favorite piece?
Oh, this piece around my neck.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I don't know if everybody can see it. It's just a simple African necklace, but the numbers on here, or the names on here, were actually the towns and our cities in Africa where the slaves were first taken from.
Oh, wow.
So I thought that was so powerful. And I've worn this piece for months, and I didn't know that till I did the research. So I thought that was just amazing to know, hey, this is where it started. This is where they started bringing us over from. So
beautiful.
This piece here. But I always have pieces that I like our Ankh bracelet, which I don't have here with me because the fellas don't play when they're buying bracelets. Like, they see it, they want it, they get it. So
there you go.
I actually couldn't bring it here to show it off. So. But we'll be restocking it soon.
Now, you say you use the semi-precious jewels. How do you choose the jewels that you want to use for your jewelry?
A lot of times they'll really just stand out to you when you go, say, at a beach or something where we may get our things from. And then when you actually learn the physical properties of it, you're like, oh my God, I gotta have that. Like, for instance, myself, I was born in August. I'm a Leo. Tiger's Eye, which is like a brown stone, is actually perfect for Leos. That and onyx. Tiger's Eye is for leaders, and people always tell me I'm a leader, even though I'm trying to fall to the background. Like, everywhere I go, I'm like, I'm just trying to hide, but they won't let me.
They're not supposed to let you.
No, exactly. So that's good.
Calling.
I said, exactly. I said, this must be my purpose to lead, or whatever I'm supposed to do.
Yes.
And with onyx, it's a grounding stone. People say I'm very rational, I'm very sane. And I don't see it sometimes. I'm like, this is just me. So I am very grateful for people seeing that in me. But stones like that, or like rose quartz, stone of love, if you were ever hurt by love, rose quartz actually helps to open you back up to be open to love.
Okay, I'm gonna go find me some rose quartz.
Yes, get you some rose quartz.
Yeah. Buy everybody some rose quartz.
African turquoise is a stone great for change, which is why we promote it like at the beginning of the year. Because it's New Year. What? Everybody say New Year, new me.
Yes.
So why not? Let's get it right here. What else?
That's beautiful.
Yes. We're.
So you do a lot of researching, I'm guessing, before you decide to go out to get the stones.
Yes, because one thing I can tell you, your customers are going to ask questions.
Yes.
And you don't want to seem like, no. they want to know, and if you want, and we've had that, and it will be growing pain, so don't feel bad. If you didn't know then, do the research, find out, so next time you go out, you know.
There you go.
So, because there were times people would ask me things, and I'm like, I don't know that, man. Like, and then sometimes I've even admitted to you, there's so many stones. Like, some people that have shopped with us have introduced us to new stones, and I'm like, that sounds great. I might, go look that up. Maybe we'll make something out of it. But we're not going to say we know every one of them. But as you learn, yeah, and it intrigues you, you're going to get it.
Okay, now, real quick before we go to break, I have got to ask you about this water bottle. And if you guys can see this water bottle, there is actually a crystal inside of here. So let's talk about that.
Yes, this is the crystal water bottle. I saw this product. Now, this is not handmade by us, but it's something we definitely wanted to add to our line. So the crystal in here in particular is rainbow fluorite. Okay. It deals with, like any other crystal, pushing away negative energy, stabilizing spiritual energy. And what it does is when you pour the water in here, the water absorbs the energy that crystal has to provide. So when you drink it, you're drinking that. Back in the olden days, say, like I said, when a woman got pregnant, if she were to drink this, she would easily become, over her sickness, Or say if you pour this on your plants and show that they grow.
Oh, yeah, you just said if she's pregnant and she drank, it should be over her sickness.
Yeah, like morning sickness, things like that.
Oh, okay, morning sickness, okay.
Oh, yeah, or she was just ill. Oh, no. No, but just things like that. Anything that afflicted the body, it would help to heal it. So I just thought that was so fascinating. When I saw this product, I wanted one, and I showed it to my business partner. I said, what do you think about adding this to the line? And we were all gung-ho, which is wonderful. Like, I love with my business partners that we started as friends because it's like we're in sync. So you don't feel out of place. Anything we may bring to the table, if they're not on board, it's more of a good way to say, I don't think we're ready for that. Instead of somebody saying, we ain't doing that. Get away from me with that.
It's amazing that you say that, because some people say that you shouldn't go into business with your friends. Not
everybody should. It's not for everybody. Just like I say, say if you go to a job and you're asked to be a manager, everybody's not meant to be a manager. Somebody's got, my favorite slogan I came up with, somebody's got to flip the patties. I mean, somebody
it's
has
an important job.
Yeah. And it really is. Somebody has to cut the grass. Somebody has to drop the fries, whatever you want to see, clean the shoes. Everything has a purpose. So if that's your purpose, don't be ashamed of it. That's just your role. And that's okay. That's completely okay.
Absolutely.
So as far as that, going in business with my friend, and we've clashed. I'm not going to sit and say we haven't. There's been times we've disagreed. We've called, and I'm like, what are you doing? When the last time you made some jewelry? I mean, can we get it? So, but we had to learn each other business-wise. So it was like we were learning each other all over, meeting each other all over again. Mm-hmm. But as far as work, we were hard workers. So why couldn't we grow a business? And we grew a jewelry business. None of us, other than the fourth friend, who unfortunately is no longer with us in the business, the three of us who had no jewelry experience prior to grew this simple bracelet business.
Yes.
Into a 2-year business that we're going on now.
That's beautiful.
So I just think that's amazing.
Well, on that note, we're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
So I want you guys to go ahead and do what I always tell you to do. I want you to like, I want you to share, comment, subscribe.
That's right.
Let some people know about this. This is some beautiful jewelry, and I'm going to tell you about this little piece I'm slipping on my arm when we get back. But this is your girl, Dr. Rhonda M Lawson. I'm talking to Rodney Clark of Gems by Jericho.
All right.
See, this is going to be a commercial, watch.
Oh, yeah.
It's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M Lawson, and I'm coming back at you with the new year of Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions. And this year, we're moving to Monday night with brand new exciting guests and engaging literary conversation. And we want our listening audience to be there with us, because this is going to be a year you will not forget. Catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m., right here on the New Orleans Talk Network. And you can also reach us on the Meet the World Image Solutions Facebook page, the Meet the World Image Solutions YouTube page, and we're on Podbean, iTunes, and Google Play. So catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. See you there. The year 2019 is going to be an exciting time in the city of New Orleans, and we want you to be a part of it. If you have a book, an event, or a business that you would like to promote right here on Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions, contact us at www.mtwimagesolutions.com or info@mtwimagesolutions.com. See you there.
Now New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device or listen at www.neworleanstalknetwork.com.
New year, new show. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M Lawson, and I'm coming back at you with the new year of Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions. And this year, we're moving to Monday night with brand new exciting guests and engaging literary conversation. And we want our listening audience to be there with us, because this is going to be a year you will not forget. Catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m., right here on the New Orleans Talk Network. And you can also reach us on the Meet the World Image Solutions Facebook page, the Meet the World Image Solutions YouTube page, and we're on Podbean, iTunes, and Google Play. So catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. See you there. The year 2019 is going to be an exciting time in the city of New Orleans, and we want you to be a part of it. If you have a book, an event, or a business that you would like to promote right here on Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions, contact us at www.mtwimagesolutions.com or info@mtwimagesolutions.com. See you there.
Now New Orleans has a choice. Download the New Orleans Talk Network app for your mobile device or listen at www.neworleanstalknetwork.com.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Dr. Rhonda M Lawson, and I'm coming back at you with the new year of Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions. And this year, we're moving to Monday night with brand new exciting guests and engaging literary conversation. And we want our listening audience to be there with us because this is going to be a year you will not forget. Catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m., right here on the New Orleans Talk Network. And you can also reach us on the Meet the World Image Solutions Facebook page, the Meet the World Image Solutions YouTube page, and we're on Podbean, iTunes, and Google Play. So catch us every Monday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. See you there. The year 2019 is going to be an exciting time in the city of New Orleans, and we want you to be a part of it. If you have a book, an event, or a business that you would like to promote right here on Horizons with Meet the World Image Solutions, contact us at www.mtwimagesolutions.com or info@mtwimagesolutions.com. Well, you were doing that. I figured I might as well do it. So, I just realized that one of your business partners is my little cousin.
Small world, huh?
All right.
Yeah, small world.
It's a small city.
We can't take her nowhere without knowing somebody. Lord. We're like, Lord, you know somebody else? All right, well, celebrate.
See, that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes.
Yes.
So tell me, what is the process of making something like this? Can I just say, okay, I'm going to buy all these beads, I'm going to string them, and I made a bracelet?
Somewhat yes and no.
Yes and no?
You actually can.
Okay.
But it's like just putting some Crayola crayons in front of you, and you just, after a while, you just see the vision. You see the picture before you enjoy. Because this was all just recently made.
Okay.
Because sometimes you really don't feel inspired. And I can say I maybe went a good while without making a bracelet. We were in a show recently in Atlanta, and we said, guys, we don't have much product. Like, when the last time we made a bracelet? But we made it work. So we got together in the hotel room. We're just stringing up, and sometimes it just comes to you. So I wouldn't say it's a special process, but some things I'm going to make that. I need to make that. Oh, this will go so well together. Things like that.
So do you get your inspiration from maybe watching TV, or is it just sitting down and just thinking about what colors to go together, or do you just have to look at the stones until something comes to you?
I'm going to say it's a combination of all that. I can say something on TV like growing up, who didn't watch superheroes? So I made a Batman bracelet. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I like this. Oh, yeah. So if I saw something that somebody else may have made, because what you'll learn, a lot of people that make bracelets, you may think they have the same thing. Because some things trend. So you're like, do I want to add that to my line too? So sometimes you'll create it like this. Matter of fact, this one here. Bracelets like this, sometimes with the cross, you can almost say are a dime a dozen. So you try to find ways to make it
a little
unique.
Different. Yeah.
Like this here, it's just an acrylic stone, but most people don't have this, but you'll see that cross in the middle.
Yes.
So just whatever you feel inspired, and then sometimes you just, like you said, just see the beads on the table, and you're like, this would go well with this, and this would go well with that. Let's put it together. And before you know it, you just have a nice bracelet.
Well, see, I'm always going to be a little bit more preferential to this one because,
She didn't put that on 2 times.
I did because, everybody knows that I'm a proud member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated.
All right.
And these are just such beautiful colors. So I'm always going to be attracted to something like this.
Thinking of you guys' event because I was there and it was like, you got any blue and silk? And I didn't have nothing. I didn't have no blue and silk.
Those of you who went to the Greek comedy show over at UNO may have seen some of this jewelry before.
Yes.
It was a good idea to put these blue and white bracelets together. I mean, now, I'm not going to say anything about the blue and gold one right here, but they're cute.
She said they're cute.
Yeah, they're cute.
All right, note to self, make some of blue and silver.
Yeah, but I like these stones. These stones are just a little different. They're not the normal round ones.
Exactly. And you don't always want to go with the round because after all, even to you, the round gets boring. Like you see here, I have these little blocks here somewhere, or you get this. So you want to do something different. You don't want to say that you have what everybody else have. Like, there are other people that make jewelry, and what's amazing is that we're able to embrace one another to say we
Right.
make the same thing, but we don't feel we do. There are two other companies, Ugly Betty, if like everybody knows her. She's
Yes.
like the bracelet queen.
Yes.
I give it up to her. She's doing great things with it. There's another company, Jewels by Men. They make bracelets as well. Things similar to ours and the same similar to Betty. But when we get together, it's like, it's not the same.
Right.
They
right.
make this, but there is no competition. There's no hate. I'll buy a bracelet from them. They'll come buy a bracelet from me. And we make, like, I could literally go and make this myself, but I want to support you. Because
Right.
you're doing anything. There's no hate. We could have a table next to each other and not be, I'm like, did you sell something? You did get money? All right, that's what I'm talking
That's the
about.
way it should be.
Yes,
That's
yes,
the way
don't
it
hate
should be.
because there's enough money out there for all of us.
So now, since we're talking about that, and you've been in business for 2 years and you've done excellent with your business, what are some tips that you might want to give some of those budding entrepreneurs who may happen to be watching tonight?
Keep going. There was actually a time I wanted to quit because this is not for the faint of heart. I will say that
Yes.
if you feel you're gonna be down on yourself, you will. If you feel you're gonna have bad days, you will. There'll be hard with it. There's this post I always see people post. This is the life of an entrepreneur. I made $5. Okay. The next day I made $300. I'm killing it. The next day or 2 weeks, $0. Man, I should quit. And that is so true.
Mm-hmm.
Like because you don't know what can make the people buy. There are certain posts I've done to promote the jewelry, and people, they'll contact us. I need that. But
Right.
then the next post is
It's
just
crickets.
dead. So it's like,
Yeah.
I was like, what did I do on this post that I didn't do? I was like, I said the same thing. So like, was
Right.
it the bees? What did you like? But you will have those days. Keep going. Don't let anything discourage you. Don't let anybody tear you down. Because people actually, when they found out I was doing jewelry, they were like, well, I have a business idea. Let's do this instead. Like, I don't want to do it. So what made me stick with jewelry? I don't know. Go with your first mind. Sometimes it will lead you where you need to be.
Yes.
And the most important thing, which we did late in our business, and I regret this, but we did it, pray over your business.
That's a
I talked
big
to my
one.
I talked to my business partner Amber. I said, did we ever turn our business over to God? And she said, I think I did. I said, well, if you think, we're not sure. Because I know I did. And I
Yes.
felt so bad. So that night we prayed, and I always say, I said, God, lead me to who I need to talk to. Put me in front of who I need to be in front of. Things
Right.
like that.
And
when
that's something that
did
we all need to remember because we get
Yes.
so focused on trying to make the business work
Yes.
that we're basically working for the business. We're working in the
Yes.
business,
Yes.
and we're forgetting to let the business work for us.
Yes.
And then we forget. We always make God the last thing that we do.
No,
the
put him
last
first.
resort.
Yes.
Right.
Put him first. I'm telling you, it works. It works because to say we're 2 years, the first year, though we did a lot of things and we were doing pop up, they said we made $6K, and we started in the middle of the year, maybe April, May,
Mm-hmm.
but we didn't know where the $6K went. So we're like, well, where'd this money go? If we made
Right.
it, where is it?
Yeah.
So to say we did that now, when we turned it over to God, now we're seeing things exposure-wise. Now, no, we're not making hellified money.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet.
Yeah, there you go.
Look,
it's,
not
it's
yet.
coming. It's coming.
But the exposure, oh my God, it's like we had a billboard this year.
Yes.
We never saw that coming.
Yes,
We
I saw
never-
your billboard.
Yes, we were driving. I had friends calling, where's your billboard? I want to see it. We never saw that coming. We had dinner that night and we drove to it and we literally sat together and stared at it like, we did that.
It's so sad. I had a billboard this year, and I was so busy at work.
Really?
I had a billboard. I was so busy at work. All I could do is look at the pictures that other people were sending me. But one day I was driving with my coworker, and she said, "Look!" And I looked. I said, "Ah!"
No, that day that I found out my bill, they said your bill, and I was hounding my billboard lady. Shout out to Leslie. Thank you, Leslie. Because I said, is it up? Is it up? Is it up? She finally texted your billboard is going up in a week. So don't give me a time frame because I'm going. So if you told me at 7:23 Monday that my billboard will be up next Monday, at 7:23 next Monday, I'm calling you again.
See?
But she said it went up, and that day I left for work early. I never leave for work early. I leave that gap. If I need 20 minutes to get to work, I'm leaving with 30 minutes. 10 minutes before I have to walk in. That's it. I don't like to sit and wait. So I left like an hour early, maybe an hour and a half, to find out where it was. So I found it, and I saw my billboard, and I texted my friends. I'm like, I'm looking at it. They were like, you see it? I said, yeah. So we went out to dinner because it happened to be our 2-year anniversary. And we were all full. We're all in different cars. I said, y'all want to go see the billboard? Heck yeah, we want to go see the billboard. So we stood there, and we sat there for like an hour just looking at it. Though it was flashing, I'm like, it's coming around again. We could tell who was before us. I'm saying, it's coming around. Here we go, here we go. And we just celebrated because it was crazy because we felt we went through a bit of a hard year, having to let a friend who's also a business partner go.
Yes.
But we were okay. We were like, this was one of the tough choices. And that's another piece of advice. Tough choices will be made. You will have clashes. And don't let it define you. Take a breather, take a breath, come back. Yes. But it will happen. It's unavoidable. Some things, you're going to run into it.
And on that note, it's the end of the show. It's the end.
You're going to have to come back, y'all.
Yes. He is welcome back anytime.
Yeah,
so, thank you once again, Rodney. Gems by Jericho. Beautiful jewelry. Real quick, give me like 10 seconds. Where can people find this jewelry?
You can find us. We recently shut down our website, but it's coming back. But you can order from us on our Instagram, Gems by Jericho, and Facebook. It's all one word. We had a Twitter. It's not really doing much. So Instagram and Facebook. You can hit us on our number, which is 504-251-1079. 504-251-1079. Right. Hit us up. Message us. I'm telling you, we're always available. We will message you. We'll get it to you as soon as possible.
Awesome. Now, we do have a lot of things going on. That's the show, y'all. But I do want to give you guys some reminders.
It's so sad. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I know that there are more entrepreneurs and authors who are out there who are looking for exposure. And we partnered with Swagger Magazine for an awesome exposure deal. For only $60, you will get a spot on this show, a 30-minute interview on this show. You will also get a feature on Swagger Magazine's website. You'll get an email blast and social media exposure. Make sure you take advantage of that. Contact me. You can go right to the Meet the World Image Solutions Facebook or Instagram page. Contact me and I can get you more information about that. Also, we have a lot of end-of-year specials. We are doing 50% off of, and I can't see, editing, headshots, press releases, PR power calls for people who may not need a publicist, so to speak, but you need some PR help. You just want to give us a call. I will do a 1-hour power call with you to help you to brainstorm some ideas. And I'm doing 50% off of that. And then if you need a one-sheet or a media kit for your business or for your book, we can assist you with that as well. All of that is 50% off for the rest of the year. So hit me up. And then also ask me about that 2-month PR special that I have going on right now. So you may want to find out some information about that too.
All right.
Now, don't forget, in February, the 4th annual Black History Month Literary Weekend is coming back.
I've never been there, but all right,
you need to go.
Let's do that.
Need to go.
All right, let me put that on my calendar.
Yes.
Right.
February 28th and 29th. I'm talking the essay contest. We're having a special writer's workshop with a special writing course by none other than New Orleans' own Brian W. Smith, who has written like 50 million books and is best-selling on all of them. We're also doing the Ivory and Cream Literary Jazz Brunch once again. Straight Notes is going to be our guest band. And if you came to our dinner that we had, back in September, you know that Straight Notes is the jam. So you need to check them out. I'm telling you, they are. We're doing I mentioned the Free Writers Workshop. We are premiering the stage play Twilight, which is based on my 5th best-selling novel. So you guys really need to see that. And I want to let you know now, the first 100 teenagers will get into that play absolutely free. That's right, free 99. Free.
Okay.
But the first 100 teenagers, after those 100 teenagers will only be $10 because this is a story that every young person needs to hear, and they need to see it. My daughter's going to be the lead actress, and she was affected by the story because I never used to let her read my story. So now she's reading my story for the first time, and she was like, "Oh, Mama, we need to talk." Yeah. But it's a really heavy story, so I'm looking forward to her playing that role. She's a wonderful actress.
Be awesome.
Now, last but not least, here are the authors who are going to be featured during the Black History Month Literary Weekend. We have 10 different authors, and some of them from Louisiana, a couple of them from New Orleans. We have some coming from way in Chicago. This is going to be an awesome event.
Right.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, so you guys need to be there for this. Check out the Meet the World Image Solutions Facebook and Instagram pages to get more information. No, we're not taking any more authors for this event, but we will be taking vendors, and we will be holding auditions for the place. So keep in touch with us, and we'll be putting out more information on that. So that's all we have tonight.
That's all we have.
Thank you so very much for joining us tonight. I hope you all had a great time, and thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me.
And special shout out to Ella Goldsmith. Your book sounds like the bomb. I need to go out and get it because that's a heck of a story. So that's it, yo. We gotta go.
That's it. I'm tired, yo. I ain't gonna.
No, we will not have a show next week. Your girl is a veteran, and I will be celebrating Veterans Day. So I'm going to get my meal.
Go get your meal.
Yeah. So there will not be a show next week, but the week after that, we will be interviewing the New Orleans Hippies, which is a professional women's football team.
Get out of here. I know
Yes,
them.
you know
I know
them.
the owner. I know the coach.
Yes, they gonna be
Boy,
there.
it's a small. I know them. Good job, y'all. Good job.
All right. Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Y'all have a
2
great,
weeks. Good
blessed
night.
week.
Peace.